Did you get orders to PCS to San Diego and you're wondering where are the military bases and what neighborhoods might you want to live in? Well, if that's you, stick around. What's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for coming back to my YouTube channel. My name is Spade at Keller Williams Realty, where I make these videos to help you make sense of the real estate market. If you would do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button, also click that little bell, so that way you can be notified every time we drop fresh new content. That would be awesome. Now let's talk about the military bases here in San Diego and where you might want to live once you're stationed here. Let's talk about MCAS Miramar, where there are Marines and Navy personnel stationed. Now, if you're stationed at Miramar, there are about 5 neighborhoods where most people who work on base stay at. The first one is Mira Mesa, that is 92126. Now Mira Mesa is bounded by Interstate 15 on the east and Interstate 805 on the west. It's also near the Los Penasquitos Canyon on the north side, and MCAS is on the south side. So if you are thinking that you want to live close to the base, this is going to be your closest community to MCAS Miramar. Now, the average price for a home in Mira Mesa is approximately $750,000. Now, that's for a detached house. You can get homes and housing a little bit cheaper. If you're single, you can get a condo over there for a lot less expensive, but this is going to be your average price if you're living in that area. Keep in mind the median price for a home in San Diego County is approximately $850,000. The average just being a little over $1 million. Now, the next community I want to talk about is Sorrento Valley. Sorrento Valley is right next to Mira Mesa, so it makes it really close to MCAS Miramar. Now, the downside to Sorrento Valley is you're going to be a little bit further out, and you're going to have to drive in to get to more places. But the average price for a home in 92121 is approximately $740,000. Now, probably the most affordable neighborhood closest to MCAS Miramar is going to be Kearny Mesa, and that's 92123. Now, over in Kearny Mesa, it's mostly light industrial, so that's where most of the car dealerships are. There's a lot of great food over there. Most of the housing over there is going to be apartment complexes, but there are a lot of condominiums over there. You can expect to pay about $450,000 for a condo over in Kearny Mesa. Like I said, there's a lot to do over there. It's just right off the freeway, so it's a quick trip downtown, and it's just a quick trip north. The next community we're going to talk about is Tierra Santa. Like Kearny Mesa, it is a little bit further east. The homes are just a little bit more expensive over there, but you can find some nice condos, townhomes over there. It's going to be a little bit more of a drive, but you're going to be able to find something that is going to work for you over there, and it's not too far from MCAS Miramar. Now, the last community I'm going to talk about, because everybody asks about it, is Carmel Valley. Carmel Valley is 92130. Carmel Valley is probably going to be the most expensive community over there, with homes averaging approximately $2 million. However, there are condos and planned urban developments that you can get into that are going to be a little bit less expensive. But Carmel Valley, everyone asks me who's PCSing here because they know the schools are good. The average price for a home out there is just over $2.1 million. If you are in the Marine Corps and you're going to be stationed in Camp Pendleton, let's talk about that, because there is a lot of housing options as you get to the North County. Let's start out in the Rancho del Oro neighborhood. Now, this is going to be approximately 4.8 miles from the San Luis Rey Gate. It's Central Oceanside, so it just makes everything super close. Now, you can expect to pay about $817,000 for a home in Rancho del Oro. Let's talk next about Ivy Ranch. Now, Ivy Ranch also approximately 4.8 miles. In fact, Ivy Ranch and Rancho del Oro are kind of combined together usually when people are talking about them, but the housing prices are considerably different in Ivy Ranch. In Ivy Ranch, the average home price is about $510,000. Again, it is very close to the San Luis Rey Gate at Camp Pendleton. So if you're looking in that area, that would be another area to explore. Another neighborhood worth exploring is the Loma Alta neighborhood in Oceanside, which is about 3.4 miles from the Del Mar Gate at Camp Pendleton. Now, this is one of the oldest neighborhoods in Oceanside, and the earliest homes were built in 1928. Home prices around that area are approximately $850,000. Now, just south of Oceanside, you have another community called Carlsbad, and Carlsbad is broken up into 3 different areas: South, West, and East Carlsbad. Now, Carlsbad is known for Tamarack Surf Beach, backed by the Carlsbad seawall. It's secluded by South Carlsbad State Beach, and it's got Legoland, California. So if you got kids, this is a great theme park to be taking them to. Now, Like I said, Carlsbad is broken up into 3 different communities. So the first community is East Carlsbad, where you can get homes for around $745,000. South Carlsbad is going to be about $1.4 million. And West Carlsbad, this is going to be the most affordable one, where you can get homes for approximately $560,000. Now, the next community I want to talk about is Vista. So Vista is just going to be east of Carlsbad. So Vista is pretty much a straight shot east to get to from Carlsbad to Vista. Now, the homes are going to be much more affordable over there. They're $740,000, which makes Carlsbad very attractive to those service members who are working in the North County at Camp Pendleton. Did you get PCS orders to become a drill sergeant at MCRD, the Marine Corps Recruit Depot? Well, if you did, you are very close to everything. And when I tell you you're very close to everything, you are literally right in the middle of it. In fact, the Marine Corps Recruit Depot just sits on the other side of the San Diego International Airport. So it doesn't take long for recruits to get from the airport right over to MCRD. So let's explore some of those neighborhoods so you can kind of see where you might be living. Now, where MCRD is located, there is a lot of more expensive neighborhoods, so our service members tend to live a little bit further out, but there is some affordability there, and you can find some nice affordable homes over in that area. Let's start in Old Town, which is probably one of my favorite neighborhoods in all of San Diego. It's just going to sit east of it. It's a festive neighborhood with attractions that reflects the Mexican roots of San Diego. There's a lot of reconstructed homes. There is Old Town, which has mission-style buildings. It's quite awesome. Now, I've sold several condos over in Old Town for around $460, $470. So if you're looking for a condo, you can definitely get that over there. Homes, detached homes, they tend to run about $1.3 million. Now, Old Town is going to be west of Mission Hills, which is one of the other neighborhoods we're going to talk about next. So let's talk about Mission Hills next. Now, Mission Hills is going to sit east of Old Town, and it's going to be above. So just kind of imagine a cliff. So San Diego is kind of like this cliff that kind of comes down, and MCRD is going to sit almost at the bottom of that cliff because you're right there on the bay. Now, the average price for a home in Mission Hills, North Mission Hills, South Mission Hills, where those homes can be millions of dollars, but you're looking at approximately $850,000 for a condo over in that area. So you can get a really nice place over there for $850,000. Now, Mission Hills is going to be right in the middle of everything like Old Town. You're going to be near work. You're not even going to have to jump on the freeway. So it's going to be close to coffee shops, restaurants, bars, you name it. You're going to be super close to everything, and you're going to be really close to the airport as well. Our office is in Bankers Hill. We are literally in the flight path, and Mission Hills is just to the north of us. And for me to drive to Mission Hills from my office is about a 5-minute ride, just depending. And I don't even have to get on the freeway to get there. I don't even have to get on the freeway to go to MCRD. I can just take Laurel Street all the way down and then just meander my way through and get there that way. It's very easy to get through. Now, another neighborhood you might want to consider living in is City Heights. City Heights is a very diverse, awesome neighborhood. They have amazing restaurants. There is tons of coffee shops. It's very close to everything. Average price for a home in City Heights is $665,000, which makes it very affordable. Another fun, vibrant community is North Park. North Park is just going to sit west of City Heights. It is an amazing neighborhood if you like to go out and eat like awesome food. If you are a beer connoisseur, this is going to be the neighborhood for you because there's a ton of breweries up and down 30th. You're definitely not going to want to miss North Park. Now, the thing about North Park that you have to remember is that home prices are a little bit more expensive, but again, you can find gems there. The average price for a home over in North Park is going to be almost $1.2 million. Let's talk for a second about Naval Base Coronado and Naval Base San Diego. They're basically right next to each other. They're just on opposite sides of the bay, and Naval Base San Diego sits just a little bit further south. So many service members who work on either one of those bases live in the same communities because they're just so close to one another. So let's talk about those. Now, the first one I want to talk about is National City. National City is located across San Diego Bay and Coronado. It's an awesome choice because the home prices are very, very reasonable. It does have a lot of light industrial over there, but the home prices are approximately $638,000, which makes it one of the most affordable communities to live in San Diego. A very, very popular community for a lot of our service members is Otay Ranch. Now, Otay Ranch is part of Chula Vista. Otay Ranch sits on the southeastern corner of the city of Chula Vista, near the edge where the San Diego metro area transitions into the inland mountains. The community is just about 20 miles from North Island and Coronado. And over here, it makes it also very affordable because home prices are approximately $770,000 in that area. Let's talk about Rancho Del Rey for just a second. So Rancho Del Rey is also part of Chula Vista. Now, it's another moderately sized neighborhood just east of the 805 freeway between H Street and Otay Lakes Road. It's just 15 miles from the area's military posts on Coronado, which makes it very, very close. The neighborhood's primarily residential. There's a few businesses over on H Street, but the neighborhood over there is still affordable under San Diego County's median price, $935,000. Let's talk about Imperial Beach. It is one of my favorite beach communities in all of San Diego County. If you work on Coronado, you don't even have to get on, you don't have to go back across the bridge to get on the freeway. You can just go straight down the Silver Strand, which will take you right into Imperial Beach. This community is amazing. Great restaurants, coffee shops. Some of the best donuts you'll ever eat are down in Imperial Beach. $935,000 is what homes are going for down there, but you can get condominiums for a lot less, and it's actually one of the most affordable beach communities in all of San Diego County. And if you're going to be stationed at Naval Base Point Loma, all those communities I mentioned with Marine Corps Recruit Depot, those are going to be all the closest communities to Naval Base Point Loma because it's also right there. Now, if you are in the Coast Guard is right on the bay across from the airport. So if you are there, any one of those communities that I mentioned, they're all going to be relatively easy to get to over there. So if you are PCSing to San Diego, feel free to reach out anytime. You can leave a comment below, or you can give me a call or a text. My number is going to be right here on the screen. I'm here for you guys. If you have any questions, let us know. Thanks for watching. See you next time.